G'day folks, in this video I'll be unboxing the crazy Pyraminx crystal. Well, this one has been very kindly sent over to me by Cubes. You can see that it's, as usual, packed perfectly. No dents in the box or anything like that. And I really appreciate, as always, Cubes sending me these puzzles to review. Oh, it's a monster. What is this? Wow. Keep away from fire. Blood drip necklace, one size fits. I'm assuming that's all. Well, this is exciting. I don't think I've ever got a free gift, and I don't even know if it's meant to be in there. That's not what this is about, but I've got a blood drip necklace. Woohoo! It's funny because I've always wanted a blood drip necklace. Now, this, as I said, wow, this is a huge puzzle. Bit of a break in the box there. I'm not surprised, to be honest. There's things are probably thrown around at the post office all the time. Let's see if we can. As always with the MF8 puzzles, they do tend to put a lot of their stuff on there. So just looking at what has been released that I can see. Well, at that point in the video, guess what happened? The video stopped. It stopped because, well, I have a Samsung phone and it keeps giving me these silly notifications of updating my software. And every time it does, it stops the video, even though it's set on Do Not Disturb. Awesome work, Samsung. So anyway, here I am again. I recorded a whole bunch of stuff and I'm re-recording it. The good thing is I had got up to the part where I said I was going to check something and I stopped recording then, and I've gone and checked the something. What am I talking about? Well, first of all, let's just have a look at this puzzle. As I said, it is a monster of a puzzle. It's very good, very big, and the turning is fine. I suspect, even it doesn't really need any more. Might get a slight bit better with some lube. It'll also potentially depend on the tensioning, and I'll explain a little more about that soon. But you can see that's got no issues there with turning at all. It's turning both ways, no catching. Beautiful. Now, the original Pyraminx, the crazy Pyraminx, the good thing about this that I like is that it's in the same color scheme. I think it's great. And I don't know if this is a MF8 or a QJ. I have a feeling it might be a QJ. I'm not sure. But they were very spongy. These things are very spongy there. So they still turned no problem. But you could sort of push these things in like that quite a lot. Now, this one, only a small amount like that. Like you can do it a little bit, but it doesn't have that same feel. If you hold the puzzle sort of like this, there's no issues there. If you sort of try and turn it and your fingers are here on the edges, maybe you'll get that sort of thing, but I don't think that's normally where we're going to be turning. The point that I got up to in the first version of the video was, obviously for me, I want to know, can you actually change these centers? And it's been advertised as you can change the centers to change the type of face from a 0 to a 1 face. So at the moment, when it's shipped, all the faces are 0 faces. Have a look at those center parts there. They do not move. And I had a look at how you might do it, and I've ended up spending an awful lot of time figuring this out. And guess what? Yes, you can. There's an orange face that I've left in the 1 configuration. You can see that all the center parts there are turning with the face. So if I was to do that, that will take away some of those gray circle parts. So it absolutely 100% is possible. And what that means, of course, is you've got a myriad of new puzzles available to you through this method. Now, as to how to do it, it is quite complicated. So it's definitely not quick, simple, and user-friendly. But I do not blame MF8 for this at all, because having a look at the mechanism for it and how things are working, I totally understand. There would be no other way to do it, I don't think. So I'm actually going to use another video to go through how to do this, but I can 100% say yes, you can change those centers to become one center. So what that means is the old crazy Megaminx from my memory had, for example, a Jupiter version had all 0 faces, but the 2 opposite faces were 1 faces. Now you, of course, don't need to do that. You could have just have, say, one face which is different from the others. They don't have to be symmetrical like those. So there's going to be at least, I would say, 24, 25 possible puzzles here. Maybe more than that. I'm not sure. So I believe it may also be possible to cause a blocked face, but that I'm not sure of. So crazy, what is this thing called? Crazy Pyraminx crystal. It's a nice puzzle. I would definitely recommend it. Turns well, and I haven't done any lubing to it at all. I'm just having a look to see if it has been lubed. I can't see any. I don't really have sort of any kind of feeling there of stuff. So I don't think this has been at all. And that is a good sign. As I've said in previous videos, MF8, they are hit and miss. And this is, in my opinion, a hit. Well worth getting. Now what I'm going to do, I will scramble it up. Well, before I do that, I'm going to change this center back to a 0 center. And I'll probably speed through it. Because as I said, I want to show it properly in a different video. And here I am again, puzzles back together. And what's happening with the orange face? Here we go, it's back to a 0 face. Those center parts do not move. So what I want to do now is scramble it up, because I definitely do want to scramble this up and eventually have a look at solving it. And turning, I think, will improve as it does with most puzzles. As we scramble, you can see already that's looking pretty cool. My job, of course, is to put everything where it does not belong. And normally with a 0, all 0 faces, that's fairly simple to do. Like, it's really easy to see what to do next. You can see there those purples had to be separated. And basically what I mean by is it perfect? I mean, I consider a puzzle properly scrambled when every piece is not next to something that it belongs to. Whether, you know, in this case, I would say, you know, if those two were together, I can offer, oh, there's a case there. You can see I don't really want that red there. So I'm having a quick scan here. There's one there. What often happens is you fix one and it puts another one where it shouldn't be. And often you can't help it, or it takes a lot to really get it completely scrambled. So it's more a case of, does that look scrambled? Yeah, it does to me. So I'm happy with that. I think I'll go and have a little solve now. But this is the MF8 Crazy Pyraminx crystal. As I said, absolutely possible to change the 0 faces to 1 faces. And as I also said, I will show that in another video exactly how to do that. But yeah, well worth getting in my opinion. It's a nice juicy puzzle. Ability to make, I reckon, at least 20 puzzles out of it. I'll leave links in the description should you wish to purchase it. Use the links, don't use the links, up to you. And hope that's been enjoyable. As always, thanks for watching.